I had to cleanse my energy because a lot of people was projecting onto me. So I could thoroughly get water signs reading. So the signs I was getting when I was in the shower, I heard Pisces, Capricorn, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius somehow. So those are the signs that I heard when I was cleansing my energy. Pisces, Capricorn, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. The main person is Pisces and Capricorn. Those are the main two characters. Okay? So let's see. Please only take what resonate. Okay. So let's see. Whoever this emperor is, this masculine energy, is trying to like get rid of stuff. Get rid of like, they're trying to like be a tricky magician. So they're trying to get rid of something. Or they're trying to remove something. Let's see. Water signs. So we have judgment. That's the first thing that came out. So someone could be trying to get rid of some form of evidence, or they're trying to remove evidence. This emperor is a feminine energy. She's a Libra. She's very masculine. That's why I said the signs I got was Pisces, Capricorn, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and Scorpio. Those was the main signs I was hearing when I was cleansing my energy. This Aries, this masculine, feminine energy, that's the Libra, she's under judgment. Okay? Because she partnered up with the Gemini on Aquarius masculine. Okay? They could have signed like some form of contract. Because you know when the Justice card come out, it's a contract. And someone was told to not say anything, but they know all about this contract that they signed. Because maybe this person wants your position. This person wants to be the star. Yeah, Seven of Swords. Someone is deceiving you, or someone is very deceptive. But the World card is here. Mommy. So this person was slandering you. This woman is a sorcerer. Hold on for a second. Okay, so whatever my daughter is watching, it said kids are missing. It was like some of these kids are missing. Like that's what the thing just said on the phone. So this Libra knows something about child sex trafficking because she's a sorcerer. So she slandered people. Hold on, because judgment is here. But this is a very masculine, feminine energy. She's a Libra. Let's see, what's this? She paid a Sagittarius to withhold information from you. Yeah, the magician, a sorcerer. So she paid a Sagittarius to withhold information or documents. That's why I said somebody is trying to remove paperwork or remove some form of documents. What's this magician? The Four of Wands. It could be some paperwork. It could be some documents hidden in someone's home or someone's house. Someone could have a nice home or a nice house. This is where these paperwork's at. It's in a file cabinet in someone's attic. So someone has paperwork sealed up in their attic. Yeah, the Hierophant. It's like important documents. It's government. It's classified documents in someone's attic in their home. It could be this Libran or this Sagittarius. So maybe this Libran had shipped some documents or mailed documents to a Sagittarius and she hid it within her attic, or take it where it resonates, because it could be the other way around. Give me 1 second. Heard that somebody has your will stored up in their attic. It could be this Libran or the Sagittarius. It's an estate that is owed to you and due to you, that's is your will though. Someone giving your will and your estate and your property and everything, right along with your information, to a Libra. This is why I'm saying the Six of Swords, because somebody sent that information overseas to these people. Here, hold on. Someone been hiding this, or someone been doing a lot of cleansing or crying, because they're holding the paperwork. You see, that could be like a document. It's concealed. It's concealed evidence. Because this Six of Pentacles is going towards the Sagittarius. And then we have the Four of Wands, which is an estate, property, land. So you have some property or land that's owed to you. It could be in Atlanta. So somebody has your estate, which is in Atlanta. And this is where this Libran is from, Atlanta. This Libran is a tarot reader. And the Sagittarius is a tarot reader. They both doing magic on you to cause illusions and confusions, because this is across the world. You see, when the world card come out, that's across the world. And you see how she has this phone in her hand? Someone was planning to get rid of evidence or to ship evidence overseas to a Sagittarius or a Libran, because the Seven of Swords is here. Like trying to get rid of something, trying to run off with some form of documents or paperwork that is important, because it has something to do with a chosen one. You see how the star is here? This is a chosen vessel. This is someone that is chosen. And then we have the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. And then when I look, the Seven of Cups try to fall out. So it's a bunch of confusion surrounding this situation with a Libra and a Sagittarius, because someone is holding some important documents, a will or an estate that is due and owed to a chosen one in their attic or their basement. So if somebody got their house reconstructed, right? Or their house could have got built from the ground up, it's something stored in there. It could be in the wall. It could be in the ground. It could be in someone's backyard. Someone has something buried in their backyard, in their wall, or in their attic. This is why it's so much confusion. What is this Four of Wands and the Star? The Sun. So this could be someone's child. So if you're wondering where your child is, this Libran or the Sagittarius have your child. Like somebody signed your child over to a Libran or a Sagittarius, and they're hiding this child in like a basement of their home because somebody wanted your child. Because this child is a golden child. This is a chosen child. You see the little baby on there? This is a chosen golden child. They're worth a lot of money. And somebody is like maybe sex trafficking this child out of this home that this Libran or the Sagittarius know about. And we have the ancestors here with the Strength card. In the Three of Pentacles, it was a collaboration or contract. This was a non-disclosure agreement. So somebody shipped someone's child to another city or another state. And they're using this child to sex traffic for them. Is this Libran? This Sagittarius is scary with the Five of Cups because they know some form of information that they're concealing and holding close to their chest because they don't want it to be revealed. So if your child is missing, these people would know about where your child is because they have your child being sex trafficked in this house. And they also have something of yours, like your inheritance is stored in this house. This is where your money is. But it's probably overseas. I don't know. It could be in Atlanta. I'm not sure where this Sagittarius is from, or where she stay, or where she lay. But I'm pretty sure it's not hard for like detectives and investigators to figure out where she live at or where she's from. That's why somebody is doing so much sorcery on you, slandering you, spreading rumors, lies, and gossip. Because they want people to look at you as like you are not chosen or you're not who you say you are. What's this world card? Yeah, I told you it's a tarot reader. They both watch you. They're both spying on you. It's two psychics. A Libran and a Sagittarius. That's why I said Pisces. I said Pisces, Libra, Scorpio, Gemini, Capricorn, and Aquarius. So we got air sign out here heavy. Because we got the Justice card right here, the King of Swords right here, and the Seven of Swords right here. That's all air. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Then I said Pisces, and Pisces is right here. This Sagittarius is trying to hide something. This Sagittarius know more than they say, and more than they let on. But they've been paid off to hide this information from you. And because this person has hid it, it's causing them to be in a lot of emotional distress. The Ten of Wands is a burden because they're getting hung. They're getting caught. Yeah, the Three of Swords because their lies is catching up to them. Told you it's paperwork, it's documents, it's important work, it's important paperwork, it's important documents. I told you they had a contractor come and build something. Because don't this person look like they a contractor with this hat and this goddamn shirt and the pants and the boots? But for this contractor to not say anything or to even talk about what it is that they hid or what it is that they know about this property right here with this Four of Wands, they killed them. Because that was to silence him. This King of Pentacles could have did it. A Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, to silence this man because he's the one that built this property from the ground up. Because look, this is a contractor as well. Eight of Pentacles, and you see how he has a blue hat on and she has a blue hat on. That's why these people have been doing so much work on you, sending you psychic attacks and slandering you, spreading rumors, lies, and gossip because they didn't want this to come out. Look, I told you it's an inheritance. It could be a King of Wands that's communicating to you, telling you this. We got 6, 7, 8. The Eight of Swords. They're holding someone hostage in this home. Could be this child. 5 of Pentacles. With the 8 of Cups. They starving this child, or they're starving this person. 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's coming together now to be a completion. What's this 5 of Pentacles? The 3 of Pentacles again. So now we got 3, 4, 5, 6. This was a hidden contract, and they stole and took your child because they was going to use your child to be sex trafficked. They signed your child over. That was that Page of Swords and that High Priestess energy. Your mother had something to do with it because she's the Piscean. She's the Pisces. Your aunt also has something to do with it because your aunt lives out Atlanta. And she, the last time I talked to my aunt that's out Atlanta, she was saying something about a home, a house, or a property or something being built up. Because I remember when I was talking to my aunt, she was basically saying that she wanted us to come down there. And it was really because she wanted my kids. So this has something to do with kids. This has something to do with children. This Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, I told you this has something to do with children, kids, a daycare. So your aunt opened a daycare center in your name and she built the house or the building from the ground up. So you have property in your name that was owed and due and given to you, but they kept it a secret with the Moon card. This Queen of Pentacles could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or Pisces. That's why I said it could be your mother. Because I was with this lady when I was a child. I was sent to this lady when I was a child. I think all the way up till I was like 10 years old or something like that. Or yeah, 10 or 6. So they signed my son and gave my son to a Capricorn. So this lady or my aunt can raise him. And it's 2 tarot readers that know about it, but they're not speaking about it. They're not saying it, but they're subliminally saying it in their readings. This is in another city, another state. That's why I keep getting Atlanta. I've been getting Atlanta a lot because that's where this tarot reader is from. My aunt is out Atlanta. My mother knows about it because she's the one that be talking to her cousin, because this lady is my mother's cousin. She's not really my aunt. She's my mother's cousin. So the last time my mother's cousin came down here to visit, she really went to go see both my mother and her sister, which is a Scorpio with this tower. And whoever this person is that built this home or this property, this contractor, because this contractor knew a lot of information and knew what was going on, they killed this contractor. So it won't be a trace. It won't be nothing left behind with the 7 of Swords. Hold on. I told you, a Capricorn and a Scorpio. This lady comes off as like she's sweet, nice, and innocent, but she's really the damn devil. And she's into child human trafficking. This is why you had so many attacks sent to you, to block your intuition, to block your foresight. Because you see it. You have a lot, like you have foresight. They was trying to block your foresight. Because we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we also have the 3 of Pentacles here. So it's going in order. And whoever, and then we have the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles is your child. That's where your inheritance is at. With this child. That's in Atlanta. These people agreed to send your child to this lady, who's my mother's cousin. Because you see, the Page of Swords with the High Priestess, this little boy was signed over to a secret society, to a secret organization. To be sex trafficked with the Knight of Wands. Because she basically helped my mother raise me when I was young. When I was a child, because she come off as like she's family oriented, but she has secrets. Let's clarify this moon card. And you're mirroring this lady. You know exactly who this lady is because I told you she had you when you were a child. So you was basically signed over to this woman when you were a child, when you were younger, and they signed they signed your son now that disappeared, which is a 2-year-old, to this lady. What's the moon card? Someone works with a secret organization. Because someone is well connected with the government. Government, secret society. These people going to prison. Because they're kidnapping people's kids. Without their permission. Without their acknowledgement. Or without their, basically their permission. We got the Hermit and the Strength card. Something is being looked at thoroughly. I'm also getting that someone signed an oath. With the Hermit card. What is this High Priestess in the Page of Swords? Because your mother is watching you. She watches you. And she's putting magic on you. Every time I say something about my mother, she leaves off my live. It's like every time I say something about my mother, she disappears. Like she comes on and then she leave. She come on and then she leave. She's snitching on herself and she's snitching on all these other people that she got involved. This is why whoever this Queen of Swords is, this Libra that's in the public eye, they had paid her to slander you, to bully you. Because it was to like block you and stop you from discovering this and figuring it out. You're discovering it though. You're close. You're almost there. What's this High Priestess? That's the Page of Pentacles. What's this High Priestess? The Queen of Swords. I'm telling you, it's a reader. Right along with your mom. They're all in cahoots. this Sagittarius, this Pisces, this Leo, this Aquarius, this Taurus, this Scorpio, Capricorn, this Aries, what's this Queen of Swords? The Seven of Cups. What's the Seven of Cups? The Ace of Cups. They could have like gave this child something to eat or drink to put this person under like some form of hypnosis. So when this baby was to travel overseas to another state, city, or country, the child wouldn't wake up and see that they're not home or to see that they're not where they're supposed to be, because they had transportation to take this child overseas or to another city. What's this Ace of Cups? What's this Ace of Cups? The Six of Cups. Yep, I told you. This person raised you. They helped raise you when you were a child. So that's where your child is. What's this Six of Cups? The Queen of Cups. I told you. They raised you. This lady that was a part of this secret organization, the secret coven, the secret cult. Because your mother signed you over to her when you were a child. And they used your child. They signed your child over without your permission. Because the day that I was on the phone with this lady, my mother's cousin, that's the day my son and his father came over to my house. And she was doing magic on the phone with me. Hold on. Hold on for a second. She was on the phone with me because this is somebody who's on the phone gathering information. She was on the phone with me doing magic with this Queen of Swords and this Seven of Cups to confuse me, to put me under an illusion. So whatever she was doing, I wouldn't figure it out. Because she knew I was very intuitive, because I was telling her about brujeria. She was like, what's brujeria? And the whole time when I was telling her what it was, she got quiet on the phone. She stopped talking and she started to listen. So I was on three-way that day with her and my mother, but my mother was on silent. Because these people have to come off, because you're very emotional or you're just a very loving person. These people have to confuse you into believing that they love you in order to do these love spells on you. They have to come off as if they care in order to trick you and deceive you and to manipulate you, to get whatever it is that they're getting from you and out of you. Because they try to make it seem like that your son, that you outcasted your son or you abandoned your son because the lies, slander, rumors, and the gossip from your child's father, which is from an ex. When your ex knew that he was going to get some hush money from doing this, because every time me and my ex got into an argument and I would tell him to leave, he will pick up my son and run out the door. And always throw in my face, oh, you don't care about your son? You don't love your son? Because you don't give a F about me? You don't care about me? And I'm always I'm telling you, I got receipts in my phone. That's why I recorded everything. I recorded everything. And I can prove, if I was to go to court, that this man was harassing me, bullying me, and attacking me. Verbally, slandering me. Because this person was in agreement with my mother and my aunt, which is my mother's cousin. Give me more. The Two of Swords, yeah, they didn't want you to see this. You see the moon behind them, and it's coming from this Queen of Pentacles right here. That manipulated the situation. Because somebody is a part of some form of movement in their city. That's why when I kept picking up somebody having a grand opening, this what this was? Because this lady opened up a business in my name in a whole nother city, which is a daycare center. Yes, my mother's cousin, and my mother is a part of it, as well as my ex. And whoever else is, and whoever this King of Pentacles is that's trying to silence me, because he know about it too, but he can't say anything. This is why these people were trying to place heavy burdens onto me. Because if I stay triggered, heartbroken, and traumatized, I won't be able to discover what these people have been doing to me over the years. Because since I've been on my spiritual journey, this lady been talking about coming to get me and my kids. But she don't want nothing to do with me because I'm grown. I'm an adult. She just want my kids. My mother's cousin. See, they made an exchange with each other. The Two of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. And then we got the Two of Swords. 2, 2, 2. You see how both of these ladies are handing off cups to one another? My mother and her cousin at a distance with the Two of Pentacles and the Three of Wands and the Nine of Cups to get whatever it is that they want. It's like, let's make a deal. I'll give you this for that. And you give me that for this. That's what I just got loud and clearly. Let's make a deal. And I told you they traveled overseas to another city, another state. Now we got the Two Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles. All we missing is the Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. And this will be the end of this reading. Because it's all coming together. You're this Nine of Pentacles. You're this wounded warrior that's bringing the sword and truth and clarity. This is you. Because you know the truth. Because you're saying it. You're speaking it. This is why they wanted to keep you wounded. So you won't remember your past life of being raised by your mother's cousin, who's really into human sex trafficking, but with little kids. This is why when I was younger, this lady asked to adopt me, but my mother told her no. My mother kept me here in the city that I'm in now, the state that I'm in now. So these people was already plotting on my kids because they knew that my kids would be very special and very rare. So this is why they plotted on my kids, because they knew that my kids was very gifted. And this is how they groom you when you're a very gifted child. Because it's to prepare you and to grow and to like make you be who you're always supposed to be. Because my son was chosen. I told y'all that my son was chosen. He had Tupac's birthday.
Mommy.
So y'all took it out of...
You see this song?
Y'all took it... Y'all made it y'all business to traffic my son without my permission. Hold on for a second. Without my permission. Without me knowing, because y'all signed a non-disclosure agreement to go behind my back. Yep, they betrayed you multiple times. The Ten of Swords twice. And then we got the Six of Pentacles. I mean the Six of Swords. You see how she's taking this child or taking this person on a boat? On some water? They betrayed you multiple times. Because they've been plotting and planning this. They was waiting for the perfect time. Yeah, and it's like... So we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. With the world card, it's over. This is a completion. The Five of Wands. So we got... Let me make sure, y'all. Hold on, because I'm trying to make sure I see everything clearly. I'm observing everything. We got the Two of Wands. We got the Three of Wands going to the Four of Wands, going into the Five of Wands, to the Six of Wands, to the Seven of Wands, to the Eight of Wands, to the Nine of Wands, to the 10. And the Ace of Wands. So we got Ace of Wands, 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands, 4 of Wands, 5 of Wands, 6 of Wands, 7 of Wands, 8 of Wands, 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands. All Wands out here. That's done. That's a completion. And we got all of the Pentacles out here except for the Ace of Pentacles. Because this was an inside job with the Knight of Pentacles. Because they was communicating behind your back to your ex. Your mother and her aunt. Or her cousin, or whatever you want to call it. I don't even think they related for real. Because with all this shit going on, you don't know who to believe. They just a bunch of frauds. Taking kids from their family. From their siblings. How you didn't know if my oldest son and his little sister wanted to be a part of his life? Oh, because y'all don't think that far. Y'all just worried about money. Y'all don't worry about who you're taking away from their siblings. So every time my kids ask for their youngest brother, what am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to say? Because he's not with his dad. And I'm not about to lie to my kids like that in their face. Because I'm not a liar. So what am I supposed to say? I want somebody to tell me. What am I supposed to say when my kids ask for their little brother? Huh? I'll wait. Because y'all never thought of nothing like that. You never thought that far, did you? All you thought about was, oh, you need some money and you can use this child for his gifts and his abilities to make you some money. That's all you thought about. That's why y'all all about to go to prison. So I'm going to ask you one more time, one more again. You didn't think about his other siblings or his other relatives, did you? No, y'all did not. Because y'all thought y'all was doing a justifiable thing. That's why judgment came out first. Exactly. Look, they didn't. This is me in the hermit energy. With the other two kids, with my youngest, with both of his oldest siblings. The Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles, his brother and sister. And this is me going within to get the clarity and answers that I already knew that I had, because this is me right here. The Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Nine of Wands. I was wounded. I was a victim. Y'all played on my insecurities when I was healing. And y'all used my ex to do it. This is why all y'all scapegoated me. We got the Ace of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Four of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Six of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. I just showed y'all. But the Ten of Swords came out twice. You see how everything is in order, even with the swords, even with the wands, with the pentacles. There's not that many cups out here. We got the Ace of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Three of Cups. We ain't got the Four Cups because I don't see that. Told y'all it's not that many cups out here. But we do got the Eight of Cups. And we got the Nine of Cups to the Ten of Cups. These people were celebrating your downfall because they was praying and hoping that you would have been dead by then, so you wouldn't ever discover that they took your child to a whole nother state or a whole nother city to be child trafficking. So this lady can raise my child without my permission. Thanks to my... Oh, I was about to say something, God. Please forgive me. I'm telling you I was about to say something to this lady. But I ain't even going to do it to you because she about to suffer and she going to rot in hell. I'm telling you, I had to catch myself because I was definitely about to give it to this lady, bruh. You ain't my mama anyway. I don't even know you. You was a witch. Because when I was arguing with you that day before I took me and my kids to the shelter, your face changed on me. And then you the one that said out your mouth that I should have abandoned your ass. Remember that? Remember what you said? Since you want to be watching me in secret, right along with the rest of my family members, like I don't know that y'all watching me. And trying to put these illusions and spells and confusions over me. Like I already ain't been through enough as it is by myself. And y'all just don't like the fact that I can see clearly. I've been can see clearly. It's just God do everything in divine timing. Because the story will all make sense in the end. And with the World card here, this is the end. Because you have to start all the way from the beginning to get to the end. You see? Chronological order. The beginning, middle, end. But it's backwards. So you start from the end when you first started your journey, which is knowing your purpose, who you are. And then you get to the middle, which is all the friends, families, and lovers that was involved in all this shit. To confuse you, to keep you in a very lustful, low vibrational energy. And then you get to the beginning where you was raised. Boom. This is why the tower is here for all of you. Because you thought that you was getting away with something, moving very impulsively and very hastily. And because you signed on the dotted line an agreement without actually consulting me, This is why God is here to bite y'all in the ass. You didn't like me then, you're not going to like me now. Y'all never did. Y'all always been jealous and envious of me because I was the most gifted out of all my family members and siblings. Because my grandmother and my grandfather gave me these gifts. This is why. And then the last time I seen my mother, she was saying, oh, I'm going to the court building to divorce your dad because he's deceased with the King of Pentacles, Four of Swords. And you didn't even tell me that. So you withheld that will that was for me too. Huh? So you just doing all types of criminal shit, huh, lady? You doing all types of low down, dirty criminal shit, huh, lady? Yeah, I'm talking to you, my mother. You don't even want to face me. Because you know you was wrong. You did me wrong. This is why you kept trying to make it seem like you love me, make it seem like you care for me, when you never did. Because if you did, you don't tell your child that you should have aborted them. When I sat and told y'all that I was being abused mentally and hold on, I told y'all that I was being abused mentally and physically by my ex, you sat and told me to stay with that man. Did you or did you not? Because when I was crying and telling you that I have to get away from him and I don't feel safe to be around him, you sat and said, why you don't just stay? Where he at now? Because y'all all had y'all hand in it. Y'all all had a part in it. In destroying my life. Because this man was mentally torturing me in my house. Because he's a narcissist. And then he thought that I was having sex on him. And he even sexually assaulted me. Right in front of my friend that he started fucking on in my house. Because he thought that I was having sex with her and other men. When I wasn't. So because you experienced this, you felt like it was cool for me to experience it. Because you couldn't handle raising me, so you sent me off to this lady.
Help me, Mommy. Mommy.
The only thing is, I didn't send my son off to his dad. He kept snatching him and running out of the house with him.
With Daddy?
And then every time I tried to go to the courts, they was doing magic on me too. The system was doing magic on me too. Because y'all all played a part in it.
Mommy.
Hold on, Zoe. Get the charger.
No one watched it.
A will that was left for me, an inheritance from my father, because he's deceased with the Four Swords, King of Pentacles. And then on top of that, you took my child over there to a lady that I knew I should never even trusted. Because she's evil just like you. And I should have just remembered that she was evil. Because when my cousins, my two twin cousins, started to get older and wanted to start dressing and looking the way that they wanted to dress and look, your evil ass drove past me on the gas station by my mother's house and asked me did I see my two twin cousins. This is why the Two of Cups is here. The twins. Which is my two twin cousins. Because they chose to detach from you and go off on their own. And because you didn't like that they was detaching from you and go off on their own, you felt as though that you needed to take my child because you didn't want to die alone, because your husband divorced your ass and left you too, because you was doing magic on him too. Oh, the plot thickens. Because he went off and married another woman from a different race. You start feeling insecure. Because you start looking at yourself and was like, damn, what is it about me that this man went off and married someone and had a child from a different race? And it made you feel insecure. It made you feel less than yourself. So you felt as though that y'all can take it out on me. Like I'm the one that went to go marry another person from a different race. Because I was his favorite niece anyway. He loved me more than you because he would never hurt me. But you did. And I looked up to you. But they even say the ones that you look up to the most will be the ones that'll betray you and stab you in the back. So the last time I talked to you, you was doing magic on the phone with me. Trying to confuse me. This is why I told you I was going to call you back. Because I felt you when you was doing the magic on me. You hear the airplane? I felt you when you was doing the magic on me. This is why I blocked you off of social media. Because you's a hypocrite. How are you even in the religion you in when you don't even believe yourself doing this shit? Because if you are a Muslim, I didn't know Muslims sex traffic and human traffic kids. And then y'all paid tarot readers to attack me, to slander, to gossip, and to lie on me. And then y'all made a promise to them that if they keep it going, they will be able to get a piece of my inheritance. This is why I stopped watching these tarot readers. Because they are part of the sorcery. Because they're witches. When you go to tarot readers and all they do is slander and curse and curse and curse and they're not talking about nothing, that's because there are sorcerers. They're witches and warlocks. Tarot is used for fundamental educational purposes. It's not used to slander and wow and beguile people. It's used to tap into your abilities in a fundamental way so you can teach others how to use their imagination. Y'all don't like that I come with the sword and the truth. We got the 9 of swords, the 9 of pentacles, the 9 of wands, and the 9 of cups out here. 9999. This is definitely a completion of my life story. through all the stress, all the trauma, all the pain, all the hurt that y'all placed upon me all my life. And now y'all don't want to sit here and listen to everything that y'all done caused, because it hurts y'all to know that y'all never really cared. It was all an illusion. It was all a dream. So who is really my parents? Where is my family? Y'all hiding that too, of who I really came from. Because on my birth certificate, it looks kind of funny. Like y'all adopted me from some form of hospital. This is why y'all had to get other people involved to try to steal and take my birth certificate. So y'all can switch that around too. Who are you people? Now I see why people don't want to step into their purpose, because when they figure out the truth, it was all a fucking lie. So who are you people? Because you're not my fucking family. Y'all came and stole me from my real family. Just like you did my child. Y'all sat and lied to me all my life. I would have been okay if y'all would have just told me. But I guess that wouldn't have made my journey as so fun as it was. Because if y'all would have just told me, I wouldn't have been starting this journey. I wouldn't have made it this far on my journey. You got all these people involved in a Ponzi scheme, saying that you're going to pay these people off, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. If only we could just kill this person, then y'all was going to split my millions with all these people that was involved. Because y'all don't like to see me happy. Y'all just like to see me in pain. Because you people are in pain. Because all of you are going to hell. You tried to sign me over to the devil, but because the grace of God and the glory upon my life, I didn't. This is why I work so hard every day, so people could be able to be strong enough to speak up and speak out about their so-called family members that say that they love them when they really don't. It's all for money. It's all to see what they can get and gain from it. So when my grandmother passed away and left me an inheritance, what y'all do with that? Because my sister said that y'all sold the property. Are you sure about that? Or this is what y'all just telling me? Just so I won't talk about it. Because all of y'all played a part in silencing me over the years. Because y'all was just praying and hoping to God that I just fucking run and roll over and die. Because y'all knew exactly who I was and where I was meant to be. It was a matter of time y'all all was going to get caught up. Because you didn't know that my gifts and abilities was this strong. Because I exercise them every day. For my collective. Because you thought you was going to get this Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles is me. That's why the Ace of Pentacles haven't came out yet. But we got the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because I hold the gift. Because I am the gift. And because y'all couldn't get rid of me, you chose to take my child. Without my permission. This is why they do so much to keep chosen ones asleep. This is why we come across narcissistic people. So we can pick up these traits that these people have because we're empaths. And if we pick up these narcissistic traits, it will just show and prove to them that we're just like them. They don't want to see that we're nothing like them. We're totally different because we have emotions and feelings. We care. This is why I said, let me cleanse my energy and then I'm going to do water signs reading. Because I'm a Cancer and my mother's a Pisces. She's the one that's been doing this mirror magic on me. Stealing my youth. And taking my money. And giving it to everybody else. Except for me. And now that she cannot mirror me or steal my youth, she's looking like the fucking gremlin she always were. She's looking like a fucking witch, bitch she always been. Yes, that's cold. It sure is. When you have a family full of frauds. Y'all been doing this shit to me since I were a child. Been feeding me bullshit. And because I got older and I wouldn't accept and allow the bullshit that y'all was giving out, y'all felt like y'all needed to torture me and cause and reap hell and havoc in my life. Didn't know that my ancestors was coming back to serve all of y'all karma, including your mother, including your stepfather, which is my grandfather, and everyone else that y'all killed off and murdered for an inheritance. So how did my dad pass away? Y'all probably hiding that too. Which I say, oh, he passed away because he had an illness. Because the last time I talked to my dad, it seemed like, well, my supposedly dad, I'm going to put it like that, quote unquote. It seemed like he was perfectly fine to me. because he was working and he was married too. Y'all did all this to keep me damaged just so I wouldn't tap into my emotions or stay in my emotions to find my actual true King of Cups. And with all the mental stress and mental anguish I got going on now, I don't really even care to even have this King of Cups. Because it's like you done been through all this with these people. You don't know who to trust. Because it's your family that played a part in this, destroying you, and your friends. This is why they try to connect to your friends and stay closely connected to your friends or your lovers, to keep you under some form of hypnosis so you won't even discover the whole giblet, the whole gist of your life. Because once you find out the people that's involved in destroying you these many years from childhood, they go to jail. They go to prison. Because you discovered it. You figured it out. Because you was in a maze. You figured out your own puzzle. Your own life. Because it seemed like this person is standing alone and by themselves to me. So you always been alone, Divine Feminine. You just had to endure the abuse for over the years. Because you always been this sweet, loving, beautiful child. And they knew that you was going to grow up to be just exactly what they knew you was going to be. A star. And they would hate to see you on TV regenerating all this money after the course of years they've been stealing from you. And glamoring you, manipulating you, trying to send hits out on you. This is why they send people towards you, to make sure your gifts are real and true. Because that person that's coming towards you, that's monitoring you, that's a witness, has to send back the information. And be like, yeah, that person do have gifts. Yeah, that person is who they say they is. In order to keep the magic working. Because your mother and your aunt traveled overseas to another state and paid a practitioner to do magic on you, to get you locked up, and to slow down and stop and block your money, which could be the Sagittarian. And then they found this Libran who's a sorcerer to slander you. So we got this Sagittarian who was blocking your finances. And then we have this Libran who was slandering you, right along with your child's father. To keep the confusion and the illusions going. Because they knew that time was running out and that this contract that they was trying to fulfill was coming to an end. So they tried to cause one last tower, but they didn't know that you were the tower. This is why these people kept paying hitmans. This is why you had all these heavy death spells. And you couldn't figure out and you didn't know who it was coming from. And they was sitting back laughing because they like, she still don't know that it's us. Oh, I knew it was you, family and friends. That's why nobody is exempt. You know that, right? Because if you played a part in it and you got paid to be a part of it, you were part of it. So it's no escaping judgment. Because you even sent my siblings towards me to attack me too. Because when I asked my sister to do me a favor, because I needed help at the time, she was trying to set me up to get jumped. And then you forgot my little sister came over and she poisoned me. Oh, and then you forgot my other sister came over and she did what she did too to try to kill me. And she wanted to take my son wherever she said she was going. This is why I listened to my intuition that day and I told her, no, my oldest son is going to stay here. Y'all all had a part in this. And then you built a connection and got close to my friends so they can manipulate me too. And because my friends didn't want to go out by dealing with the consequences, one of my friends overdosed. Because she knew everything and she couldn't take the guilt that was on her conscience. So she went ahead and overdosed and sacrificed herself. You had all these people monitoring me down from everywhere I go, from outside of my building to in my building, to keep tabs on me. Because you told all these people, watch out for her. She's crazy. She has a mental issue. She has mental health, so we need to make sure that she don't do this and do that. I'm not suicidal. Y'all was trying to cause me to be suicidal. I'm perfectly fine and I'm perfectly sane. When y'all start doing magic on me and all this manipulation, that's when I go into mental anguish. Because y'all was trying to control my mind, the way I think and how I speak and how I feel. So you try to block my heart chakra off. Because the only way you can remember anything in your life is through your emotions and your feelings. That's why we have a heart chakra activation. Because our heart chakra is connected to our crown chakra. And once we get connected to our crown chakra, that's when we are able to use our voice. We're able to speak up and speak out for ourselves. These people have been silencing me since I was young. As I said, I've already been a star. I performed at schools. I performed at graduations. I already been in the industry. Because they sold me to the industry. They just didn't want me to live long enough to even be to be discovered. Because they knew that it was going to be a matter of time. These people was going to come and look for me to come get me so I could fulfill my prophecy that has already been prophesied over my life since I was a little girl. This is why I tell people, when you sit up here and you trying to get in the way of what I got going on, this is what I'm already supposed to be doing. This is why y'all had to gang stomp me so heavily. and have all these people send me psychic attacks. Because y'all didn't want to have to experience me getting all this fame, wealth, and riches and say, screw all of y'all. But y'all deserve it. Because y'all been sacrificing family members this whole time to get an inheritance, to keep the lifestyle that y'all been living, to keep the stability. But I'm over here assed out in the Five of Pentacles with nothing but me and God and my kids. Because all y'all did was, oh, we gonna give her food stamps and we just gonna keep her money. All she need is food anyway. How you gonna tell me what the fuck I need? Like, I don't need essentials to wash me and my kids' ass, for them to brush their teeth, for them to keep their self up. Like, they don't need shoes, clothes, and all types of shit. But let y'all tell it though. Because y'all wanted to control my life, because I chose to detach from all y'all. Because the love that I thought that y'all had for me was never really love. It was just hate, envy, and greed. Because y'all was out to get me. Y'all wanted to sacrifice me. Oh, no, no, no. We can't get her to get her story out or tell her story, because if she remember everything from her childhood all the way up to now, it's all going to make sense, because it's all going to come full circle. Sometimes you be karma for your own family and for your friends and everybody else that had a part of it. Because some of these people was paid off to hurt you, to kill you, to do all these things to you. And now that they hear your full true story, because it all came full circle, because we're back at the beginning. Like I said, this is the beginning. Ace of Pentacles. Now all these people feel bad, because they didn't want to believe that it was you that was chosen. They like, ain't no way. This person can't be chosen. Ain't no way. But your gifts and your abilities prove them wrong every time. And God made sure he did that. To put all these people's foots in their mouths. Because even the higher ups knew who I was. From the time I was born. I told y'all this. They be knowing who you are from the time you're born. It's just they can't do nothing but watch you, surveillance you, and protect you throughout the years. Because you have to be the one to awaken and discover these things for yourself, to get back what is yours. And that's everything that these people took. But if you don't discover it and figure it out in time, then they can go along with the plan of the devil. And you won't be able to even get any form of fame, riches, or nothing, and not even your kids. And then it's going to go to your child that's going to have to break that generational curse off of you from the mother side. This is why it's important to break generational curses. You have to be the chain breaker. Because if you don't, then your child is going to have to be the one to do this all over again. And it might be a lot harder if they was to do it, because these people are going to find they're going to start getting more slicker. Because your child not going to know who really raised you or where you really came from. All they're going to think is that Your mother was your mother, and that's their grandmother. Some of you were adopted into this family. They was never your family. Because if they were, they wouldn't have did this shit. I don't care what nobody say, bruh. This is why they didn't want to get you, probably didn't want you to get discovered, because maybe your real family was coming towards you, your real dad, or wherever you originated from, because you're royalty with the strip card. This is why you was sought after since you were a child. And you had to go through so much because God knew that you was going to overcome all of this. You just had to believe in yourself. These people didn't want you to believe. Because they're the reason why you didn't achieve your dreams when you were younger. These people knew you had gifts. These people knew that you was a singer. Because I danced and pranced around all my life since I was a child. I was on the stage performing. I was in performing arts. I was in theater. I was in all types of stuff. That's why I said I don't just get up here and be singing and performing for no reason, because I belong in the industry. I'm a performer. This is what I do. I've been doing this all my life. You don't just wake up and think you're going to be a celebrity today. It already has to be implanted in you. Because it's God's given talent. That's why it's called the God's greatest gift to mankind. Because you are very rare and special. And once you find what makes you special and rare in this world, you are important to people. They didn't want you to believe that you was important, because they wanted you to feel isolated, because these people orphaned you anyway. It's like you was little Annie. You know how little Annie was an orphan, and then she got into a family of wealth where the man came and got her, and now she's living a whole different life. Her whole life changed. That's what this is, little Annie. That's why I said these people would hate to see you on the TV screen or getting whatever it is that you deserve. Because it will crush them to know that they did so much to you to destroy you, and they won't be a part of it. You're damn Skippy. So if you are a chosen vessel, get to the roots of the issue. Know your roots and know where you came from and who you came from. This is why it's always good to study your birth chart. And by me having Cancer in my 4th house, I already knew I had to start from where I originated from down to who raised me and where I was raised at. That's why I said you can't tell me I don't know what the struggle is. I've been in the struggle all my life. It's just I never gave up on myself. When everybody else counted me out, God counted me in. Because I knew I had a special place in this world. But everybody else wanted to think otherwise. Who are you You ain't nobody. I've been hearing that all my life. And I still am hearing it. But is that stopping me from getting to where I need to be? No, it's not. It's just giving me more drive and motivation to prove everybody wrong through all the shit that I endured. Everybody looking at me weird. Everybody looking at me funny. Who want to be around you? Who want to be friends with you? And the ones that was around me and was friends with me, y'all took advantage of me. Because y'all didn't know what a true friend, love, or loyalty was. But now that I'm not in y'all life, I bet you know what loyalty is now. Because you won't be able to be around me when I do hit the world stage and perform in front of masses of people and actually fulfill my stardom. Tarot was just the beginning. And I told y'all that. I belong on stage, selling out arenas and making hits. That's why I say I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. But let everybody tell it. Oh, you think you're this. Oh, you think you that. Oh, blah, 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 blah. How about you look yourself in the mirror and see how you feel and think about yourself? Before you sit and look at me and say, I think I'm this, that, and the third. I have to. Because if nobody else is going to support me and encourage me and motivate me and uplift me, I will have to do it for myself. This is why so many people don't chase after their dreams, because y'all worried about what other people feel, think, and say about you, instead of how you feel, think, and say about yourself. So you don't mind being left out. I wasn't going like that. We got the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. All 4 aces. Lucky me. This is why I press y'all to put the work in and not steal and take. Because when you put the work in, your work will speak for itself. Because you took the time to grow and establish your own abilities and gifts. Even with the help of God. Because he didn't forsaken you and he didn't abandon you. Even when you felt ostracized and alone. He was always there pushing you. That's why I said it's okay to cry when you are feeling sad and lonely. Because God has a greater purpose for it all. And everybody around you is getting ready to see it. And it's sad for the people that can't see it, that already passed on and passed over. But they're going to see it from whichever realm they on, that they got judged for. Now everybody is going to want to be your friend. This is why you have to isolate yourself and stay away from people. Because you're not meant to fit in and you're not meant to be a part of a crowd. You're meant to stand out. Because you're not like everyone else. This is why all these people that you've been dating over the course of the years wasn't for you. because they can look at you and see how special you were, because you were the golden child. You were the black sheep. These people have been looking for you, wondering where are you, when all these people have been hiding you, doing black magic on your channel to keep you hidden, but they already found you. And they're on their way. This is why I tell y'all, pay attention to your dreams. Because God is showing you the next steps in your dreams. You just have to be able to decipher what is real and what is fake. This is why I stand in the truth so hard and heavily like that. Because I know I'm not the only person out here going through this. It's thousands of people all over the world that's going through this. That's trying to chase after their dreams and their goals, but you have to release yourself and close out this karmic cycle with family and friends and lovers. Because this is your destiny. This is your North Node. The Ace of Pentacles, the Empress, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Strength card. To be in the public eye, to be in the center stage, center of attention, to be recognized, to be popular, to be around other celebrities, other stars, to get the public exposure in a very healthy way, not negatively, because these people was paid to ruin your reputation and ruin your career. Because everybody wanted to be you. No, it's me. 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 And these people like, it can't be you. Can't be you. Can't be you. Oh, it's this one right here. This is why I stopped putting my face on my lives. Because these people know how to pull, suck, and siphon your essence. And take away your auric field. So when you do get to that point of being in the public eye, being a celebrity, a star, you won't feel as beautiful. Because everybody wants to be you. And now they're seeing that these people was deceiving them and lying to them all along. These people were studying you so much that it was like almost to the point, if you was to see them and how they act, they get on their channel and act like they're oh so sweet and oh so loving and this, that, and the third. But the whole time, they're rotten in the inside. But when it comes to you, you're full of love and compassion. And you're genuine when it comes to helping, guiding, and leading people down the right path. This is why they was trying so hard to close your heart chakra off and to close your throat chakra off so you wouldn't be able to speak. These people were so adamant every day waking up praying and calling God and calling the devil to sacrifice you. This is why they was getting denied their offers. And some of these people, they're your coworkers. They do the same thing you do. They hid a will, an estate, property, all types of stuff from you. This is why they wanted to keep you asleep. Keep putting these spells over you every time you go to sleep and you lay down. They're doing magic on you. But their spells wasn't sticking because you got stronger and stronger every day. It was your weaknesses that made you strong. It was your love, your compassion, and your kindness that made you strong. Because without operating your heart chakra, how are you going to be able to see the evil that's coming towards you? Because it's your sensory. You have to feel it. It's your senses. That's the only way you're going to know that evil is around you. But if they was to close off your senses, all your clairs, you wouldn't be able to know if danger was near. Because you will go right into the trap. You will fall right into it. This is why they keep you stuck in repetitive patterns and life cycles. Because the more trauma and the more pain and hurt you go through, it's hard for you to even feel again or want to be loved again. Or to even want to be happy. You will go around treating everybody the same as these people that treated you. All because these people supposedly felt as though that you deserved it. They're not going to see half of the stuff they're about to go through or experience. Because it's going to hit them like a ton of bricks and they're going to wish that they did right by you. They're going to wish that they treated you better. They're going to wish that they would have loved on you when they had a chance and an opportunity to. Because this is the end. That's why, and I think in Aquarius reading, I said this is the final countdown. This is why you had to choose yourself. And I told y'all, don't look back. Because the more that you look back, the more that these people can get away with stuff. You have to keep moving forward. Once you already see these people, places, and things for who they are, keep moving. Make the right, healthy decision for you and keep going. I don't care with what everybody else is saying around you. They're not going where God is leading and taking you. Because they're going to be left behind. When you think that your twin is a normal, average person, no, they're not. Because if you are a star, 9 times out of 10, the person you're supposed to date and be in a relationship with is a star too. Is famous too. Why would God put someone very special in a relationship with people that aren't special, that's hateful, vindictive, malicious, have ill intentions for you? Because you can sit around and you can gloat and say that you do when these people really don't. They just want to tempt you. That's why you have to be able to be strong enough to fight against temptation. Because if you're easily tempted, the devil will always have a hold on you. He will have a strong grip on you. And then you're able to become what? A demon. These people have been giving you false hopes and false dreams. That's why I said, for all these people that was reading your birth chart, they must ain't read it good enough. Because you outsmarted all these people. You beat these people at their own freaking game. This is why I said the devil already knew he was going to lose. Because God wins every time. These people that has been your hidden enemies and your hidden family members that was enemies, they have been defeated. With the Five of Swords up there with the Queen of Pentacles, the Moon, the Ten of Cups, and the Three of Cups. These people was just waiting for your demise to see how they was going to celebrate and do this and do that with your money. This is why you always felt that it was your family and friends, because it was. And for some of you, it was also the people that you had sexual relations with that played a part in destroying you too. Because every person that you meet in your lifetime has a secret and hidden agenda. They can't tell you what the agenda is. You have to be willing to be the hermit and figure it out on your own. Because these people are tempting you. It's like they will always pop up and come back around and say, hey, remember me? I always cared for you, always loved you. And then you be like, I don't think so, buddy. Who lied to you? Oh, I get it. You lied to yourself. So you wanted me to believe that you loved me and you cared for me and you had the best intentions for me, when your motives was to really cause a tower in my life to get back at me. Because I supposedly so-called hurted you when I never hurted any of you. I treated all of you the way you wanted to be treated. With love and respect. But y'all treated me like I was nothing. This is why I said you never know who you're going to come across one day and it's going to be something. Because you might turn around and look up and that person is going to be all over the world. And then you're going to be the only one that's crying because you're going to be like, I remember him. I remember her. We used to be friends. You ain't used to nothing. You don't know me. I don't know you. Because you're about to be put back to sleep, all of y'all. So y'all won't remember, who am I? You will just be like, she looks familiar. He looks familiar. Yeah, because you don't know me. You never did and you never will. You're lucky to even know of me right now. Because I'm telling you, y'all all going to sleep. Because it'll be all a dream. It was just all a dream. Just like y'all wanted me to believe it was all a dream. But I made my dreams my reality. Y'all chose to make y'all dreams a living nightmare. So, yeah. This is why you had so much identity theft going on. People swapping your name, people swapping your identity, your birthday, your social security, going down to social services to change who you are. So it'd be hard for these people to discover you and find you because they done changed your name over 1,100,000 times. So if they was to say, hey, do you know of such and such and such and such? They were like, nah, we haven't heard of such and such and so and so. They died. Damn, it was that serious. These people realized said you was dead. Every time they got a phone call. These people was verifying your death. They done got death certificates and on you and all that. These people was ready for your death, for your ending. These people was ready. They had everything figured out, planned out, how they was going to spend this, who they was going to give, what they was going to do with it. Because these people had already told these people you was dead. You died. When you're alive, you're right here. You're still breathing and talking and moving and eating and shitting. These people is terrible. They real life lied. Because they had to hide your identity. That's why I said, who are you people really? Like, y'all motherfuckers something else. And y'all all being exposed. And your mother was the head honcho. Right along with her cousin. And right along with your aunt. And your siblings. And your cousins. Like, all these people had a part in it. Just period. That's why I said nobody is being exempt. Nobody is getting no slack. These people just wanted clout off your name. These people played in your energy. As well as let other tarot readers play in your energy. These people had a promise to fulfill to the devil and they couldn't even keep the promise. This is why they have to experience this karma. That's why I said you cannot run and you cannot hide and escape your karma. Because just as well as the devil had prophecies to fulfill, so does God. But when he uses his true prophets to prophesize over you demons, it's because that was your prophecy. Because God already knew that he was going to win. He wins every time. Because he's the creator. He created it. He started it. And he's going to finish it. Not the devil. And not none of his little pawns and minions. Or flying monkeys. That's being sent to you. This is why it's always best to stay humble. When I be impulsive and I respond to y'all, it's because I have to give y'all that same energy back that y'all keep projecting onto me. You're provoking me to bring a tower. And because you provoke me to bring a tower, just be prepared for the tower. Because my comebacks be stronger than ever. Y'all wanted me to fold. And I didn't. And I thank God I didn't fold. Y'all was praying on my downfall every morning, every noon, every night. Every second you can get it. Tell them you a bad bitch. Put your hands up high. This is why they tampered with your beauty, your finances, because they wanted you to feel trapped. Oh, what am I going to do? Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I don't have nothing to do. This is why God said, focus on me. I have an assignment for you. Focus on me. And what you did, you focused on him, which is the Most High. You didn't focus on nobody else, nothing else but God. You did exactly what God told and asked you to do. And because of that, he blesses you. All these people was pulling and tugging on you for you to sell your soul, tempting you with things that you used to do, to see if you was going to fall for the okie doke. And you say, you know what? I don't see none of you. I don't hear none of you. Because it's right here. Where you go with the 9 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. You said, see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. You like, what? Huh? Come again? What'd you say? Oh, I ain't hear you. I thought you said something. Oh, okay. That's what that is. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. With the 2 of Swords. Because you knew you was in this shit all alone by yourself. And that's how God wanted it to be. Just you alone, all by yourself. Because he seen what these people was doing behind your back. Plotting and planning and like conniving shit in ways and malicious ways. Now it all makes sense. Because it starts off by who raised you, because that's where it all begins. They started it and you finish it. This is why it's the end. You completed major cycles. You passed major tests that most people wouldn't even been able to pass because they would have fell back into temptation. They would have let the devil come and dangle something so nice over their head that they would have been like, ooh, okay, shiny. When everything that glitters isn't gold. It can be sugar-coated shit. But it isn't gold. Until they realize that the one that's always been to their self, by their self, was where the magic was all along. And it'd be like, oh, I see why she stayed by herself. I see why he stayed by himself. Because when you let people in and you let people get too comfortable, they take advantage of you and they start to misuse and abuse you, or they get in your business, get enough information and see how they can destroy that. And then when you start to not fuck with these people no more, they try to find ways to slander you and gossip. And then they try to find ways to collaborate with your family members to see how else they can destroy you. Your family was giving your friends your information to use against you. That's how you know these family members are crooked. Because they was giving your information to your friends without your permission, unwillingly and unknowingly. To go into the system and stop and block your finances. To use your identity against you. So if you were to even try to figure it out, you will be confused on who it is, where it is, and how it all be. How is this happening? Because they got to get this information from the main person that your mail was going to, and that was your mama. Why you think people be years later paying bills that people be putting bills in their name and shit? Now you trying to figure out how you got a high ass Pepco, Comcast, or any form of phone bill that's high as your ass, because these people be using your identity and be buying shit and paying and not paying for it. This how they mess up your credit. They use your information and start purchasing all these different things with your name. And then when it gets mailed to you, you like, how do I got over $1,000-something of a bill? And when you call them, these people doing magic on you over the phone too. Saying, oh, because you have all this, remember you brought this, you brought that. You like, nah, I don't remember none of that. And then these people get caught up on the phone because they can't keep up with their own lives neither. Stupid is what stupid does. Probably even putting cars in your name. Opening businesses in your name. Getting loans in your name. These people was real live trying to put you under the ground, in the dirt, or in prison. And it's funny because it's like, if you invested in all this stuff that these people was doing, where the money at? Why are you in the Five of Pentacles? But these people sitting up here living a life full of luxuries. They got this, they got that. They can go out and do this, go out and do that. They can spend money for this, spend money for that. But as soon as you open your mouth to ask them for anything, they breaking bread with you, but giving you a piece of the loaf. But when it comes to you and they ask you for money, you giving them half of the loaf. You like real life cutting it in half and saying, here, you get this piece and I get this piece. These mother effers, they in real life take a corner off the side and say, here, manage that. And you be like, damn. That's what I said. All these people you did for, they gonna have to eat their words. But because they so full of pride and ego, they don't want to admit the fact that you actually was a supportive friend, lover, and daughter or son. They wanted you to feel bad for walking away and leaving them behind. Oh, fucking well. Didn't you say F me? So I'm going to say F you. Go to hell. They keep trying to like get you in your emotions and feelings. All my love go to God. That's who I love. Until then, I can give 2 F's about y'all and what y'all got going on. This is why I stopped answering y'all text messages and everything. Because y'all some snakes. A family full of snakes. I had to be raised and born in the house of Slytherin to get to the house of Gryffindor. To become a wizard. Like Harry Potter. I had to go through all the fucking monsters. The Book of Monsters. Now this is making sense what they mean by the Book of Monsters. This is why majority of their ass on their deathbed. Or they walking around with AIDS and HIV. Walking around with mental health issues. needing to be evaluated. Or they're running from their plugs because they cannot pay for their drug habits. Or they have to sit up here and sleep around and have sex with multiple people just to be satisfied. Because they can't satisfy themselves. Whatever that property was that was yours, and the money that was owed to you from an inheritance of a passed over loved one, they already spent that. These people spent that. So you might as well charge that to the game, Divine Feminine. This is why you had to work so hard being your own boss. Because somebody was a boss. When you're the real boss, they just wanted to steal your inheritance. So this person had to collaborate with other people in order to steal it. Because whoever this Libran is, she's not even the real thing. She's a copycat. She's a clone. She's into human trafficking and the sex trafficking industry. Because she's a prostitute. Right along with the Sagittarius. This is why they had to keep up the slander. As I said, be careful who y'all watching, because you never know who's sending y'all to hell. You come over here, oh, you gonna get sent to hell, but you gotta summon me first. You gotta summon the devil first to be sent to hell. And that's what y'all been doing lately. When y'all keep going to the crossroads, you're summoning me. Because I had to serve and dish out karma to all the people that was trying to cause towers in my life. In order to get the full story in my life and who I was. And now that karma has been served on everyone, the contract that I have signed to can now be fulfilled. And the contract that they signed is now over. Because everything is backfiring in these people's faces. They probably on the phone now. Well, I thought, yeah, you thought it was. You thought it was. I thought you said the magic was going to work. I thought you said that this was going to work. I thought you said, yeah, you thought wrong. Whole lot of thoughting. Because when you save your energy and you're not having sex or doing no form of drugs like that, you're able to get to the truth. You're able to get to the nitty gritty because you don't have nothing taken from you. You know how when you smoke a lot, you get tired, you start to get drained, and you want to take a nap. You know how when you having sex every day, you get drained, you're tired, because now you're creating soul ties. All these people got so many soul ties everywhere, all over the place, it don't make no sense. That's what I said. How you expect to be in the industry with your shit all wild, like loose and goose and all types of stuff. These people think she thought because she had the body and the image to be a star or whatever. You don't even have the face. And then even if they was to put makeup on your face, you would look like a whole drag queen. Joanna Man. I told your ass this already, Joanna Man. Because you look like a man in the face. That's why I'm so convinced you's a fucking man. You's a tranny. You gotta be a tranny, young. You gotta be. Because you look like a man in the face. And then this Sagittarius over there getting surgery. Trying to get her face lift or face sucked up or her stomach or whatever. And now her face look like Mrs. Puff off of SpongeBob. How the fuck you look like Mrs. Puff, bitch? The fuck? Look like you eat 1 million Krabby Patties a day. Go sit your fat ass down. Before you start talking about me, looking like Mrs. Puff. Every time you get mad, your face, you blow up and shit. Trying to sit over there and guide people on your boat in school. Go sit your ass down. Yeah, you got these motherfuckers on the boat, all right, on a slave shit, bitch. You not setting nobody free, ho. You is over there putting these motherfuckers on a slave shit. Mrs. Puff. And then we got... we got Larry the Lobster, which is this Libra, over there chopping her motherfucking claws everywhere. Because she mad as shit, hexing everybody. Because she insecure with herself. Larry the Lobster. Because you know Larry the Lobster on SpongeBob, he always wanted attention. He was like, look at me, I can lift weights, I'm strong. Yeah, look at me, yeah. Yeah, look at me. Yeah, look at you, bitch. Look at you. You ain't doing shit. But talking about the same shit over and over and over and over and over. Don't nobody want to keep hearing that shit. Because if you can't teach nobody, you damn sure can't set motherfuckers free. Because you a slave too. So we got two dummies that's slaves. Because they got to obey their master. And now, because they couldn't fulfill the prophecy of their master, they about to be sacrificed. I told you this already because I prophesied on you, all you motherfuckers. I told you, I'm putting cases on all you motherfuckers. I'm Denzel Washington. I'm the star of this motherfucking show. Not you, and not you. Larry the Lobster and shit. Look, with all that red. Look at me. Look, yeah. Y'all, look at me. Oh, yeah. I can do this. I can do that. Yeah. Like, shut your ass up. Nobody want to hear that shit. Because you ain't talking about shit. Keep trying to block my channel and hide my channel and all this dumbass shit you got going on, Larry the Lobster. Right along with Mrs. Puff. Bitch look like she eat 1 million Krabby Patties a day. Go sit your ass down. The fame and fortune and the riches you gonna get is in the fucking grave, bitch. And for some of you, it's gonna be in prison. Because your ass is getting taken out of commission. You're going to be in solitary confinement. That's where the fuck you going to be at. Trying to see how you can fuck on the commissioner to get life off your ass. To get some books, to get some time taken off your motherfucking goddamn senses, bitch. You should be used to it. You should be used to it. Because you know how to fucking suck real good. You should be used to it. Okay? We don't want to hear no excuses. So when you need to get you some commissary, all you got to do is fuck on them and suck on them. They'll give it to you. Because orange is the new black for you. For being a part of this goddamn human trafficking you got going on. And Mrs. Puff, you gonna be in the grave. Or however God got it for you, okay? You know what the fuck going on. And I ain't gonna say too much. That's why the first thing that came out was Justice, Aries, and Libra. Both of these motherfuckers wanted to be your boss to pay the cost. I told y'all, it takes to be the boss to pay the cost. Could you pay the cost? Could you fulfill the... No, you didn't. No, you couldn't. This is why the justice is here with judgment. Because this is how it's supposed to go. Could nobody else take y'all out over the years until you ran across me, a beast. A real live beast. In the making. Y'all thought I was a little fish in the big ass pond. Coming to find out, I turned into a fucking shark on all y'all ass. Because I'm a real true shapeshifter. Y'all just a bunch of wannabes, copycats. And then trying to steal my work and get credit for it. Like, how you do that? When people can hear you and listen to you and see that don't even sound like you because you ain't started talking that way until I got on the scene. That's how you know people be stealing and taking people's work. Because if you wasn't creative like that when you first started your channel 2 to 3 years or 4 years or 5, 6, how many years before, why you doing it now? Oh, that makes sense. Because you're stealing it and taking it from somebody else that is creative. That's how y'all need to start paying attention. Because you don't get creative all of a sudden out of the blue. It's either you're creative or you're not. It's either you have an imagination or you don't. Because you have to have an imagination of a child. That's why it's called childlike energy. To be in anybody's industry. Because when they want to put you in a movie or to ask you to create a movie, a play, or anything, Mommy, you got to have the ideas. You can't just be sitting up here thinking that you're going to be going around telling them what to do. Because you're going to lose your job. Mommy. If they cannot use you. Mommy. Hold on, y'all. You have to have an imagination. Just period. In order to create. You have to be able to make sense and still tell a story with it. Because that's how you create. With your imagination. If you are too cutthroat all the time, you're not going to be able to feel your emotions to even go back into your childhood, to go back and repeat whatever it is that you used to like in your childhood, whether it's Cinderella, The Little Mermaid, Blue's Clues, all that. Somebody definitely got surgery. A laundromat? I told you somebody was getting their surgery done in an Airbnb somewhere. They had to. Because this man said, you sure you're not getting surgery? He said, you sure you don't want to get surgery in a laundromat? Like, what? I see why y'all face be all jacked up and messed up. Because y'all don't be going to real surgeons. Y'all be looking on Craigslist or be looking on Google trying to see how you can get a discount, a $5 discount. What they call it, a $5 discount? Try and get a $5 discount for somebody to fuck up your face and fuck up your waist. All this stuff is backfiring. What you got, silicone in your ass? Because when, cause how the fuck the bottom of your butt cheek is loose and soggy and saggy, but everything else is like stiff. They done fucked you up. Because if that was your real ass, everything would be loose. It won't just be the bottom of your butt cheek. You know how the cuff, everybody be saying the cuff of your cheek? So what you said, just keep my cuffs loose and just stick the needle at the top of my butt. I told you somebody's surgery is fucked up. Somebody got fucked up. Ass and all. Like somebody said, just keep the cuff so it can look original, so it can look real. And go up to the top of my butt bone and just stick it right there. So when it form, it'll look like it's real. No, bitch, it's fake. That shit is fake. Because if you have a real ass, everything will be flabby. It'll be like a loose booty. How is it stiff up here and loose at the bottom? That's nasty. Like, make it make sense. Your family been defeated. Your friends been defeated. All these people been defeated.
Looks like dog clothes, which makes sense, because never mind.
All these people knew your Akashic records except for you. This is why they was doing the most. You just had to go back to where home was, where your heart was at, to get to the beginning of your story. And that was who raised you. This is why these people were sending so many attacks to your fourth house. So you can forget where you started from. And where all your creativity came from.
Kind of surprised they haven't looked behind their back all this time. Kissy Missy is hunting them. Oh no, Huggy Wuggy's hand isn't the right fit. Good thing he always carries extra.
This is the truth.
It's even the right color. Now they're back home, safe and sound.
And this is my story.
Oh, they're building a secret coop for the daughter?
You're the real magician. And the life that you've been manifesting and creating is coming into fruition.
Where'd that steam come from?
And everybody is going to see it.
Really leave the tea drinking spoons with actual mouths. Let's try to find some replacement carpets for the time being.
You had to fight
About quantity or
to get to
all these instead of just one big
this position.
just cut out the steam.
Now you're the boss.
Another and keep going.
And they all have to listen to you.
And since we're already redecorating, let's get some paint on our hands. Who says we
These people did all that for nothing. For nothing. For nothing. And they thought it was you doing all this for nothing.
maybe it's time to get new stockings?
At least you did yours to make sense and it's for a reason. These people was just playing with magic and sorcery and witchery and this, that, and the third for nothing. Thought that they was creating shit. No, they wasn't. They was stealing from you and pretending like they was the creative ones on their channel. From the helps of a King of Pentacles that's trying to hide behind this hermit. Because he sat there and not said nothing the whole time. Quiet as a church mouse. Like, please don't say me. Please don't say me. Please. Please. Look. Please don't say me. You know how you one of the students in the back of the class and you try to sit in the back of the class all day because you don't want to sit at the front of the class. And then when the teacher say, okay, who want to be the first one to start class today? And because this person is always in the back of the class and don't want to raise their hand, the teacher be like, we're going to see. We're going to say you. And he like, man. All right, man. All right. What we learning today? And this person will just be standing there. So, did you play a part in all of this? Man, look. I ain't studied it last night. I forgot to do my homework. So can I just sit back down? Because I don't even want to be a part of this. You're going to be a part of it. Don't try to be your name is Bennett and you ain't in it. Because you damn sure for sure in it. Because you've been a part of the surveillance and too. But you just been in disguise. Because you the master in disguise. You the one that's pulling all the tricks behind closed doors. Being a tricky magician. Thinking you calling all the shots. Because you want to skip out on your karma too. Right along with the King of Wands. And this King of Swords. Because like I said in air signs reading, y'all all had a part in it. Because y'all was a part of a secret society. A secret organization. And for you to not get exposed, y'all had to do the most nastiest shit. In order to keep your status. All of you. That's why karma is here. It's a completion. Cycle's complete. So water signs, congratulations, baby. You done figured out your life story. And who all these people were in your life. They was the villain and you was the hero. But they had to place you as the villain. So they could be the hero. But coming to find out, they a bunch of losers. A bunch of lames. A bunch of goofies. That's why I said the circus isn't even town. Because what the devil has for them is death. Because these people chose not to change. We all get tested, bro. And you learned all your lessons when it comes to friends, family, and lovers. And who to give your money to and who not to give your money to. Who to care for and who not to care for. Who to support and who not to support. Who to hang around and who not to hang around. See, you see, I can keep going with all the lessons. Because you pay attention in the classroom. And now all these people mad because you blocking them out. Oh, well, Too bad, too sad. Congratulations. So I love you guys so very much. Stay prayed up, stay blessed, and stay out the way. Peace.